How do you picture philosophers? Are they a bunch of dignified men sitting around in a classroom to you? Do they enjoy the finer things in life? Are they a bit uptight and curmudgeon-y? Turns out, not always. In fact, sometimes they can be an unkempt mess of a man, living in abject poverty, and doing less with their lives than the average hipster. At least, that's how Diogenes of Sinope was, the first true dude in the history of all that we know of. I'm Gary the Red Shirt, and this is the Obscure History Channel. Diogenes was born in the region of Sinope, if you haven't guessed, and was the son of a coin minter. At one point, Diogenes took to defacing coins and was instantly banished from his home. He then moved to Athens, the center of culture for the time, and started criticizing the Athenians' values. He believed that virtue was only fully revealed through action, and was thus dismayed with the corruption of the city. He quickly took to dogging his reluctant mentor, Antisthenes, following him around like the sycophant he was. With his philosophy of virtue neatly laid out, Diogenes took a vow of poverty, where he begged for money and started sleeping in an upturned pot in the middle of the city. Not content with being a mere homeless man in the city, Diogenes started performing philosophical stunts to make himself a crazed homeless man in the city. He would commonly be seen carrying a lantern in daylight, claiming to be searching for an honest man. He would openly dispute Plato, criticize Alexander the Great, and on a few occasions be known to feast loudly as a distraction during lectures by his rivals. Upon Plato giving the Socrates definition of man, which is a flightless biped, Diogenes plucked a chicken, then brought it to a lecture claiming he had a man. His distaste for Athenian culture did not stop with the philosophical, though. On several occasions, he was found eating in the market, which was viewed as uncouth. When he was interrogated about it, he claimed it was because he only went to the market when he was hungry. He once saw a young boy drinking from his hands. To the delight of his audience, Diogenes then smashed a wooden bowl, which was his only possession, claiming to be glad to be freed of unnecessary baggage. For years, this crazed, homeless philosopher terrorized and delighted the citizens of Athens, until he took a voyage to Aegina. As the story goes, the vessel he was on was ransacked by pirates, and our beloved proto-hipster was taken into slavery in the city of Corinth. While being sold into slavery, he was asked his trade, which he replied as governing men. In fact, in ancient Greek, the phrase could have also been understood as teaching people values. Due to his spirited answer, the man who was interviewing him, Xanides, bought him as a tutor for his children. This was a dream come true for Diogenes, as he had two young minds to mold in a family that adored and eventually freed him. While in Corinth, he was said to have given a lecture at the Isthmian Games. When asked one time what he wanted done with his body upon passing, he requested to be thrown over the city walls so wild animals could feast on him. It is unclear as to how Diogenes died. Some claims that he became ill from eating raw octopus, others from an infected dog bite. One source claims that he died from holding his breath. In honor of the king of the crazy homeless, the city commissioned a carving made out of marble of a dog, due to his constant praising of the canine. Before his death in Corinth, he passed along his knowledge of Cynicism to a philosopher named Crate, whom in turn taught Zeno of Citium. Zeno then took the teachings and used it to create a long-running school of Stoicism. Yes, Diogenes somehow made a lasting impact on the society that he loved to criticize. I'm Gary the Red Shirt, and this has been the Obscure History Channel. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and you can always leave a comment in, well, the comments section, in order to have a lovely conversation with me and just pretty much anyone who feels like chiming in. Later on, guys.